Hello everyone, and welcome back. Back from quite a long break, but let's jump straight back into it, and yeah, we'll talk as we play through the game. So, as you can see, I've jumped into Pokemon the Trading Card Game online. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm super excited for the new Pokemon game coming out in November, Pokemon Sword, Pokemon Shield, and I decided that I definitely want to get the hype up going for that. So this month, hopefully playing through some Pokemon TCG. Next month, when the Rip Card arrives, I can then jump onto Let's Go Eevee on my Switch. And then November, when November hits and the game drops, we can then go into some Pokemon Shield. Because I'm pretty sure I'm going for Shield, I just much prefer the Legendary from that. But I wanted to check out all the information that comes out right before the game comes out and see what the exclusive Pokemon are. So, what I'm going to be doing for Pokemon TCG is actually playing through the different decks that you can buy. As it stands right now, I've bought a few of the theme decks. I don't have as many as I'd like, but we'll go put up some coins, let's go for it from there. So as it stands right now, I have Battle Mind, Enchanted Echo, and Torrential Cannon. I want to be playing through these decks so that you can then see if these are decks that are actually for you, and if those are the ones you want to pick up. So I'll go through one trainer challenge and then one versus, so you can see it in both aspects. And I'm still running through the Gold League, so for those of you who don't know Pokemon TCG, one of the easiest ways to actually rack up gold is just playing through the trainer challenge, and once you've got comfortable with the theme decks, then going into versus. Now the nice thing with the trainer challenge is, once you beat each of the trainers 4 times, you end up getting a booster. And with your starting decks, Born of Fire, Crushing Torrent, and Hidden Depths, as you can see I quite prefer Hidden Depths, once you get your 7 wins, you essentially get all the cards for that deck. With the theme decks, so Torrential Cannon, Battle Mind, and Enchanted Echo, once you get 12 wins with your theme deck, you get yourself a booster. As far as I understand, it's a random booster. I might be incorrect with that. So I have already got my booster for Enchanted Echo, and my current challenge, I think if I'm not incorrect, is that I need to get some Psychic knockouts. Yes, I need to knock out 5 Pokemon, 5 opposing Pokemon with your Psychic Pokemon. So that being said, let's jump into a game that actually has some Psychic. So I'm going to be using Battle Mind, going for gold. Let's see who I can actually get a booster off of. Kendall. So the checks mean I've already beaten the deck. The checks at the top right means I've already beaten the deck with Battle Mind. So as much as I'd like to play Grayson, there's no real point because I'm not going to get anywhere with it. So let's go into Kendall. So, Battle Mind's quite a fun deck. It revolves quite a bit around getting your Mewtwo online. Using an Incineroar. Incineroar gives, once his Pokemon power is that he gives everyone 30 more damage. So it takes a while to get him up, but the nice thing with this deck is that Battle Mind really does let you have a very nice draw mechanic. Now the thing is here, I don't actually want to start with Mewtwo, I'd rather start with Litten. And the reason for that is that the Pokemon power of Mewtwo is that you're returning a Pokemon. So, as you can see there, you can put a support card from your discard pile back on top of the deck. Now, I'd much rather get one of these, play it, and then get the return from it. And basically, just getting a lot more value out of that. So let's play. I'd rather play Looker. So I'm not shuffling my deck, get the draw out, play Mewtwo onto my bench, and let's get Looker back on top of my deck. So my draw next turn will then be Looker. And I want to get Doromaku down, just in case I get the draw into its evolution, and unfortunately I got the first turn, so I can't go for the attack. Now, as I was saying, the nice thing with this deck is that it's got a lot of draw mechanics. So you've got a Meowth and you've got your Litten that both have Cassidy. As you said there, I've now got my Looker back from the Mewtwo. The nice thing with this deck is Litten and Meowth both have Cassidy, which lets you draw a card and puts them to sleep. Meowth does have the better version of Cassidy, which lets you draw 2 cards instead of 1. Now the thing is, I do have a Torracat down, so in my hand. I'd rather sacrifice the draw mechanic because I have a lot of supporter cards that allow me to get draws out. And I only need 1 Fire Energy on Torracat, so I'd rather get Mewtwo up and going. And it's going. So Firefang is fantastic because it does get a burn straight on your opponent. Now the burn deals 20 damage at the start of the turn, and Unfortunately, I got unlucky there, and they flip a coin. If they flip tails, then the burn stays on them. If they flip heads, they get to remove it. Apparently this Kendall's getting very lucky. So let's get a draw out. I'm actually hoping to draw into some fire energy to make use of Welder. And I'm not drawing fire energy, which is a slight problem. Welder is a fantastic supporter card for this deck because it allows you to actually attach 2 fire energies onto one of your Pokemon. And then if you do so, you get to draw 3 cards. Now, you draw up to, you attach up to 2, so you can just attach 1 fire energy and still get the draw out. Unfortunately, I can't play it this turn because I actually did play Howl, yes, to try and get more draw cards out. I don't really want to be playing a Turtonator down until I have a lot of energy because Explosive Jet just rips through whatever energy you have attached to him. So let's go for the Fire Fang. This will knock him out, and then we'll be switching a Pikachu, which so far has no energy, so he can only do Nuzzle. And let's hope that Kendall's luck actually drops, because I don't want to be sitting with just a paralyzed Torracat. Now, as you can see, there's a lot more bench space at the moment, and that is thanks to the Skyfield. This allows you to actually have 8 benched Pokemon. And Kendo got lucky and he got the paralyzed off. So, let's carry on trying to get some more draws with Howl. And I am not drawing any energy. So this is a slight problem. I'm actually going to switch out Torracat into my Mewtwo. I did luckily top deck an energy. Not top deck an energy, sorry, with how I drew 1 energy. I'm yet to be able to get Welder off, but the nice thing is that now Mewtwo is powered up. So I go Psyshocks, and more importantly, I can get my challenge done. So, as it stands right now, I should be able to sweep now with my Mewtwo. And look, I can still get quite unlucky, and Kendall has seemed to have quite a bit of luck. And yeah, let's see how it goes, but I'm quite confident now that Mewtwo can just sweep. Now, I've got my 2 energies that I can use Welder for. I would actually like to get Welder off onto the Darumaka. So play Welder, select 2 energies, and then select Darumaka. Now, I don't really want to power up Torracat too much because, there we go, top deck Incineroar. Now, having Incineroar down, I found that it's better to actually have Incineroar down on your bench rather than having him as your active Pokemon. And the reason for that is that his passive, his Pokemon power, the Pokemon ability, is that he has Strong Cheer. So all your active Pokemon's attacks deal 30 more damage. So as a bench support Pokemon, he's fantastic. Then when you're in trouble, you cycle him in. So you keep him on the bench for as long as you can afford him to be on the bench, because now your Mewtwo Psyshock is dealing 100 damage. Obviously not counting, which is still 6. Second Incineroar, that's great. I actually hope... oh no. That did a lot more damage than I was expecting. Energy Short. This attack deals 20 damage times the amount of energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. Okay, I don't remember him playing a Dedenne before, so that was actually quite worrying. Because what I was thinking of doing was holding out a Mewtwo for the attack, and then essentially waiting for him to play more bench Pokemon, so I could try and get my challenge off. But it's not really worth it because he would have knocked him out. So there you go, that's the first bit of a taste you get with this deck. Battleminds is a lot of fun. It is, I think so far, it is my favorite theme deck I've bought, because it runs really well. You've got a big draw mechanic, which really lets you get your cards out there. Because it doesn't help having fantastic Pokemon if you have no way of actually getting to them. So, this is the first time I've actually played with a new ladder yet. And looks like the new card to get is the the Dawn Wings Necrozma GX Ultra Beast. Invasion. Once during your turn before you attack, if this Pokemon is on your bench, you may switch it with your active Pokemon. That is fantastic. So I might want to actually play up to get him. For those of you unfamiliar with the TCG, this is your versus screen. As you play, you actually rack up wins. It's like this the win energy. Not actually entirely sure what it's called. It's relatively easy to fill up this first star. Normally, if you play for about a week, you can actually fill it up quite easily. And for every game, you get a certain amount of energy, with your win streaks then getting you more energy. And as you build it up, When you get to 170, you get yourself a booster, and when you get to 210, you actually then get the card for the season. This does rotate every 2 weeks, as you can see here. And there's a 2-star, which then your energy does roll over, and you end up getting a lot more Pokemon points, more boosters, and you get another copy of the card. And then your 3 stars, the last one, which end up getting a lot of boosters, and you get a fantastic shiny, which this month is, this rotation is literally draw cards until you have 6 cards in your hand. If it's your first turn, draw cards until you have 8 cards in your hand. This would be a fantastic card to have to add to your collection. One thing to note is I don't actually play the physical copy of this game, so I don't physically play Pokemon TCG. Because for those of you who don't know, I'm actually living in Korea at the moment, and where I'm staying, I haven't been able to find a community that plays a TCG. So all the cards that I have are purely electronic versions. I've used no codes, nothing along those lines. So as you can see, this game is very easily played with 0 money put into the game. It's not a pay to win. The nice thing is you can play this game in one of the formats is theme, whereas you can only use the theme decks. You can't make any changes to those theme decks. So the game is always incredibly balanced in that sense. And this is a terrible opening hand. I might actually go forward with... let's just go with that. So I was thinking of running the Turtonator, but the problem is he has such a high retreat cost that if my opponent doesn't knock him out, I basically have no way of retreating him. Now, I'm going to have to get incredibly lucky with top decks to get some energy out, because I need to get... I can't even actually get Welder off on the first turn. Oof. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I might... Yeah, let's just get Huey out, see if we get some draws. And that is just not improving. Okay. Let's see how this goes. The problem with this hand is I've only got that 1 energy. And I don't have a lot of draws. I've got fantastic late game cards. I've got my Manatan, I've got my Incineroar, and I've got Salazzle, which is fantastic. And I'm going to go straight for Evolution. Salazzle. Now, I think what I'm going to do is actually play Welder with just 1 energy. Put them to Salazzle, which lets me draw 3 cards. The reason for that was I was hoping to dig back into an energy, because now I can use Salazzle's Roast Reveal, discard one of those energy cards to draw more cards. I can draw 3 more cards. Fortunately, I am still drawing absolute garbage. I'm going to have to go there, let's get these energies going, and try and build up as quickly as possible. Now, seeing as Salazzle does have decent damage with Combustion, which will knock out the Salazzle, which will knock out his Woobat. And there's the Mewtwo. I can actually start cycling my energy on something worthwhile. Because whilst Turtonator deals a lot of damage, the issue with Explosive Jet is it deals 50 damage for every energy you discard from him. Now, what does concern me is that he's busy powering up his Miltank, which makes me worry that he has a Gardevoir ready to come in with Curlier. So let's get a Huey down. Okay. That's actually great. You can use 2 the same Pokemon power every turn, so I can use 2 Roast Reveals. Now I'd much rather have Welder back, because it lets me give both these energies to my Mewtwo, and then draw cards on top of that. So now I'm going for the Roast Reveal, again discarding a Fire energy, and hopefully with those 3 cards, one of them will be an energy, which it is. With this deck, whenever you've got a chance to do a draw mechanic, use it. You need to get your Incineroars going as quickly as possible. You need to get your Durmatons going as soon as possible. This deck requires a lot of draws, so when you have the chance to draw, you need to go for it. That Hammerend deals quite a bit of damage, but I should be okay. Because now I can actually go for the second evolution on Salazzle there, using up Welder to get my Mewtwo online. Hopefully I'm going to be drawing into some more energy so I can currently use my Roast Reveals. Yes, I am. And on top of that, I got a Duramaka down. So, let's go for the Roast Reveal, discard, draw 3 cards. As I said, you just want to be cycling as much as possible. I do have quite a bit of a background of Magic the Gathering, so if I use Magic the Gathering terms, I hope you can follow up. And there's my Litten. Litten is very important in this because in 2 turns I can get my Incineroar down. And once you've got Incineroar down, you're getting a lot more firepower out. Now, the issue is I can't actually take up Miltank with my Mewtwo, so I might just let the Salazzle drop, so then next turn I can bring in the Mewtwo and knock out the Miltank. So, let's see. My concern with this Miltank was that he was going to evolve the Curlier into Gardevoir and then use Powerful Friends, which then deals 80 damage once you get a stage 2 Pokemon down. That wasn't the case. I'm not terribly worried about losing Salazzle. I'm still 1 prize card up. I'll be going 2 prize cards up now, and Curlier doesn't do a lot of damage. I might want to get some evolutions going. Let's just check the discard pile. I think I have 4 energies now. Yes, I've got 5 actually. So I can use Fisherman to bring back 4 of those energies. Fisherman has so much value in this deck because you're using the Roast Veal to discard so much energy. You can then just use the Fisherman to bring it back the whole time. You do really want to be running keeping an eye on how much energy you have, because your Dumaton discards all fire energy to use Fire Blaze. Your Incineroar's Flamethrower discards an energy. Your Salazzle's Roast Veal discards energy. So you're going to end up with a lot of energies in your discard pile, so having a way to bring them back is very important. And one thing to keep in mind with this deck is the bottom right of your screen, you have how many cards you have left in your deck and how many cards you have in your hand. If you have to draw a card and you have no cards to draw, you end up losing. The way around that with this deck is actually using Cynthia. Cynthia allows you to shuffle your hand back into your deck and then draw 6 cards. So you can use Cynthia either when you have a rubbish hand or when you're about to run out of cards in your deck, and you can just shuffle your hand back in. So let's get Incineroar down. So now my Mewtwo is actually pumped up. Mewtwo will O-hit KO his Furfur. Now I see he's busy powering up the Curlier, so I presume that this 2148163275, either a bot or a terrible name, is hoping to go into Gardevoir. I'm not terribly concerned about that right now. I don't think they'll be able to do much. Let's just get the draws going. And now this is quite a nice stacked hand. I've got a Mewtwo again, so I can bring Welder back to my hand, and next turn I'll be able to do a lot with it. As it stands right now, I don't need to worry about using any more draws, because my hand, I'm essentially sitting with a perfect hand. I'm sitting with a switch in case I've got some trouble coming from Gardevoir, because unfortunately Mewtwo is weak to Psychic, and if he does evolve into a Gardevoir, I may be in trouble and lose my Mewtwo, which is why I've built up my Darmanitan, ready in case that happens. But by the looks of it, my Mewtwo will be safe, and this game will be nice, clean, and closed. And that's it. So, unfortunately for my opponent, they don't actually have the Gardevoir. And, there's my Welder. For fun, let's just charge up the Mewtwo as much as we can. Why not? And let's just say, they actually killed it. So there you go. Battle Minds is a fantastic deck. You might see me playing with it in the future just because it's a very well-rounded deck. You've got a lot of strong Pokemon, you've got a lot of draw mechanics, so that you can really do a lot with the deck. Unfortunately, I didn't finish my challenge. Maybe we'll look into doing that in the next video. But that is where I'm going to be ending this video for today. Just a nice, short, sweet video. Just getting back into it, and hopefully I'm going to be doing 2 or 3 videos every week. And yeah, let's get some Pokemon hype up, because I don't know about any of you, but Pokemon Sword and Shield is looking fantastic, and I'm incredibly excited for it. So, thanks for watching, everyone. If you did enjoy the video, please do consider liking and subscribing. It really does help me out a lot. And yeah, let's look forward to playing some more Pokemon in the future. Cheers, everyone. Enjoy.